Welcome back.
Hello, how are we?
How's everybody doing? Hope you had an amazing week. We are back with a new guest.
Great. Cute
It is
fun
me.
track.
It is me. All right. Okay.
Yes.
And about time we tried to have him on a couple of weeks ago, but life got the best of us.
This happens when we're
Life
busy
got the best
people.
of us. It happens.
Absolutely.
So, Greg, thank you for coming on. How you been?
Pleasure to be here.
Yes, thank you. How? Tell us about yourself.
Well, pretty standard guy. Co-workers, obviously here down in
Yes.
Caesar.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and so loving that. Got along with everyone really well. They asked me to be here. I'm turning 30 this year. I'm married.
Yeah.
A few other things that
Sorry,
we'll
it's
get
taken.
into. A few other things that we'll get into, I guess. Yeah.
Yes, I thought it was very important to have a straight guy on here. Like, we need some balance.
Yeah,
It's
switch it up a little bit.
Too fruity around here, I really want to get some straight edge going. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I mean, there's only a select few number of straight white podcasts on the internet at the moment, so
Exactly.
we really got to hit that niche, I guess.
Unfortunately, they are doing well too. I'm like, damn it. Room for the gays.
It's okay.
No, it's okay.
They're just staying consistent with it, which we are doing.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys are
And I feel
great.
like really when I post like the shorts, that's really gonna boost because there was that
Yeah.
guy I was telling you about who posted, I don't know, some video of him carrying some logs around or something. And it's
Mhm.
like, he got
It
like
went
10K
viral,
view
yeah.
in like 2 seconds. So I'm like, oh, YouTube
It's the
shorts.
short clips.
That's what we're
It's the
gonna
short
do.
clips.
That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do
That's
next.
It's
So
great.
one of the things I really wanted to talk to you about was the fact that you're moving to London.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
Bro, yes. I'm excited for you.
Yes.
Is it Essex or
No, not
I
at
feel like
all.
Essex is a fun area.
Essex is like
Trashy.
Essex is like the hills.
Okay.
It's like think like Hollywood Hills Park.
Okay.
Like,
Ooh, okay.
so it's like obviously it's really nice.
Right.
But the people there, my boss, one of my old bosses, Jack, was from Essex, and I mean proper like Bezzy mate. Like love Jack. He was a great guy, but there is another guy. I don't know if you guys watch Love Island.
Do. Not UK. Not
There we
UK.
go.
So on the UK one, not this season, but last year, there's a guy. His name is Joey Essex.
Mhm.
He's from Essex.
And his last name is Essex?
No, that's just his like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, does he have like deep rooted ties to
Oh.
the area?
He's like, so he had his own reality show. I think it's like The Only Way is Essex or something
Mhm.
like that.
Okay.
And then ended up getting put on Love Island as well. But he is as Essex as it gets, and except he's really stupid.
Oh.
But he's
God.
like, it's impossible to explain it. He's really dumb,
He's entertaining.
but he
as hell.
thinks he's a genius. He's like perfect for reality TV.
Okay.
I think he's a very good looking man, but he's stupid.
Is he?
He's a pretty good looking guy.
You know
But
who he
he's stupid.
is?
No, but it's kind of like
It's giving that.
it's giving.
Like he must be
Come
hot
on,
or
if
something.
he's gonna be on a
Yeah.
reality TV show, he has to be
Okay.
hot.
It's
But they're
the
like
personality
the
has a lot
dodo
to do with
birds,
it.
you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gives that.
But I'll be west of London, so I won't technically be in London. I'm about
Oh.
30 miles out.
Oh, that's not far though.
Yeah, well, so 30 miles to us, obviously, yeah, it's like really, really close. To there, it's like, I'd say if I was to take the train into London, which would probably be the
Yeah.
quickest way in, it'd take me about, I don't know, 45 to 55 minutes or so.
Okay.
But there's only one like stop, so I've got to take a train somewhere, switch trains, and then it takes me straight in. But
You've been before, correct?
oh yeah, tons of times.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've been to where you're gonna move to?
Oh yeah. So my in-laws live there.
Okay.
So we bought a house. I mean, a 10-minute walk to the in-laws' house.
Okay. I love
15-minute walk to my brother-in-law's house.
Love the
And-
support.
I was having a conversation about that recently. I was talking about how it's kind of a blessing to be like so close to family. A lot of people want to move very far out or far away, but I feel like it's really a blessing to like be minutes away
Yeah.
from like all the people you love.
Oh, it's really tough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the only reason why I live here is because
Of your
my mom
family.
and me and my sister are best friends.
Yeah.
And it's been, her and I against the world pretty much for our whole lives. And
Yeah.
because we grew up separately from the rest of our siblings. And yeah, I mean, I was living in Austin,
Mhm.
and
I remember you made that comment when I first met you.
yeah, it was great. I mean, I loved it there. There was always something to do. Sometimes it gets a little bit like overbearing because it's just like when I just want to, if I don't want to go out and do anything, then paying that much money to live in an area and not going to do that stuff is kind of just like, ugh, you know. But
Yeah, we get that.
my family is one of those where, you know, it was shortly after I got married where I was like, I think I need to move back and be a little closer to my family for a bit. And now I'm doing the opposite of that, which is going to the other side of the world. So,
Is that scary? Are you like anxious about it, or are you like really excited?
a bit of both.
Mhm.
I'm really excited because, you know, my wife and I have been in a long distance marriage essentially for over 3 years now.
Oh, wow.
We've been working on visas. We've kind of changed our mind on what we wanted to do. Originally, she was coming here.
Mhm.
We got thousands of dollars and nowhere along the process into it. And we were just like, you know what? Why don't we just go there
How
instead?
did you guys meet?
Twitch.
Really?
Twitch. Stop.
Yeah.
Like playing games.
Yeah.
Like, so both of you guys are gamers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
It was. I got to tell you this, man. Like, neither of us went into it expecting to have a
Meet someone.
relationship. Like, it's,
Right.
yeah, expecting to kind of you know,
Yeah.
form that kind of connection.
And
with
how do
someone.
you expect something like that from just like on a computer screen?
But some people do, man. They get on there.
Oh,
They
I
treat
guess
it like
you're right.
Tinder, and it's weird and gross.
Like some Omegle.
Yeah, literally. But like we weren't streamers, but we modded for a guy, Jeff.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes.
We
We'll
modded.
circle back to
needed-
that.
Yeah.
Remember that name?
So we modded for him, and there was a whole group of us. And obviously, at that point in time, it was like kind of deep into like depression era for Greg, where I was like, you know, I didn't really have a whole lot of friends. I'd only just moved to Austin. I didn't really know many people, and I was really struggling with that. And I had met this guy a couple years prior and followed his content. He was an old Viner, and followed his content for a while. And he posted about his Twitch chat. And I was like, oh, like this guy's really funny. Like, I'll see what this is about. And I was one of those haters of like, who the hell wants to watch a person play video games?
I understand that.
Yeah.
I think I'm still kind of I'm not a hater, but it's just like I don't relate.
Yeah.
Like I don't even like what is it, like the reaction videos to like movies. I'm like, I don't.
It's like you can just experience it yourself.
Yeah, I'll experience it
Yeah,
myself. I don't
yeah.
need to watch someone else experience. I don't know. I mean, I am someone who's like super into the comments, so like I understand like commentary, but like I
And
don't
we
know,
learned
watching
last
the whole
episode that
video.
you cannot do vlogging.
Yeah, I can't. It's really, really hard. Yeah. Anyway.
But I was like, I'm gonna check this out, and you know, I joined in. I didn't really talk in like the live chat for a while. I just kind of just like hung out, and I was like, man, like these people, seeing them in the chat, it's like they all know each other. They're all in here in this stream every day, hanging out like they know each other's personal lives.
Did they or they
So
just
it's
acted
like-
No, they did.
Oh.
So like these people, like the thing is that like
So
when
it's
you're
like a daily thing. Everyone gets on every day.
every day,
So it's
And-
like, hey, what are you up to?
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah,
it's like you
different-
build relationships like that. That
Exactly.
Makes,
Okay.
That makes sense.
so different streamers will do different things. So some of them will only stream 3 times a week.
Right.
Whereas in like the streamers that like really, I mean, if they're really, really active, they're on pretty much every day, maybe 6 days a week, but they're on pretty much every day.
Yeah.
And so because you're in there watching every day, you know, you meet people in the chat and you get to talk to one another, and you kind of just, the stream is happening, but the chat is something entirely different. Like you can have your own thing going on there while the guy that you're watching or the girl that you're watching or whoever is off doing something entirely different. So I was like, man, this is really cool. These people seem to be like really close friends.
Okay. Were they
And-
all in Austin too, or
Oh
is
no,
that just?
they're all over the world.
Oh, okay.
All over the world.
So one of my questions was, so you like saw her and y'all met each other through Twitch, whatever. So y'all were talking all the time every day. You did that.
So we became really good friends in the chat, and then there was this big joke of like because obviously my wife is incredibly beautiful, but there was this whole, it was kind of like a meme.
And at the time, she was living in London.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So she's always lived in London.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, gag.
yeah.
That's
So
a gag.
it was like the whole thing was, it was kind of like a meme to a point where it's like I was like flirting with her, right? But it was like for the joke for a long
Okay.
time. It was just like, oh, like Greg, watch out, Greg's gonna talk to your mom, or Greg's gonna do
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
And it was this whole joke. And it's funny because I have screenshots of Twitch messages on my phone of me being like, Emma, get over yourself, love me already. You know, like just let it happen. It's like, it's whatever. And in 2019, all of the moderators, which is 8 of us, I was one of them at that point. We all went to New York City. And most of us were meeting in person for the first time, and obviously my now wife and I included in that.
Yeah.
And a couple of the streamers and stuff came.
So
as
you guys
well.
met in New York?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
JFK Airport at 11:15 at night.
Oh, wow, that's a
Flight
time
was-
rare.
Her flight was late.
Oh, beautiful. We can cuss now freely.
Hell yeah. I've already done it twice. I think.
So she flew out to New York to meet for the first
Yeah.
time.
So we were all going.
Okay.
And I remember it's so funny. It's like it's the most like my wife. We all had the same flight. We were arriving on the same day,
Mhm.
and she texted me. At this point in time, we knew there was something going on, but we hadn't really. I mean,
Explored it.
there were like 2 weeks away
Right.
from this trip, but we hadn't discussed it. We had nothing, and she's telling me she's like, "Oh, like they overbooked my flight. They changed my flight. I'm flying a day early, and the airline's giving me a hotel and doing this and this and this and this." And I was like, I want to go a day early,
Yeah.
right? But I was like, I'm not going to invite myself into the, I was second guessing everything. And she was like, shit, I get off the plot. And I was like, change my flight, doing it right now.
Oh, okay.
And so
she took action.
we didn't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's
Oh
like,
no.
come on.
My wife is a boss.
Okay, I love
yeah,
that.
Yeah, she is.
I'm actually not even sure if I've ever seen your wife, so you're actually gonna have to show me pictures
Yeah,
after this. Maybe you
Oh,
have.
yeah. I don't know. Probably not. It doesn't come up often, but I mean, I have it on. I
Oh
have-
god.
So,
Oh, she's
yeah.
cute. She's cute as fuck.
Thank you so much. That's my wife.
Oh, she is
And what are those photos for? Is that like?
That was our wedding.
gorgeous.
Wait.
This was our wedding, and we got married a little over 3 years ago. This
Okay.
March of.
Was that in the States, or did you go to London to get married?
So we got married for show, like big family came, flowers, venue, blah 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 blah, in Texas here.
Okay.
And then we got legally married in Jamaica.
Oh,
So
Oh wow.
such a story. Honestly,
Wow,
you went
I
all
know.
over the world.
potential visa loophole to get married in like a Commonwealth country or somewhere outside
Oh.
of each. Like we didn't
Right.
really know what was going to happen at that point in time, so we decided to get legally married in Jamaica because also in the U.S., especially when you go to apply for a visa, it's very it's kind of expected that if you get legally married in the United States and apply for a spousal visa, that your spouse or the dependent, right, would then
Mhm.
have to stay in the country. And what that means is that there is essentially like a 2-year time lapse where she has to stay in this country, but she can't work. She can't
Okay.
leave. She could leave the country, but then it puts it in jeopardy of restarting your process if they come
Right.
back.
That's so wild.
Versus getting married in Jamaica, she could go back to the UK. I could come back to the US, and then
Right.
she could just keep her job and do her thing and all that kind of stuff.
They were
while
smart
we go
about
through the
it.
Process. Oh yeah.
I can't believe the U.S.
So
is
wait,
so difficult.
We're backtracking real quick. So, you went a day early to meet her. So how long did you guys like talk or date before you guys decided that you?
Oh,
really
we've
wanted
known
to
each
do
other
it?
at that point in time for, I would say, about a year and a half.
Okay.
And it was to a point when I tell you we were talking every day. We were on just FaceTime alone
Oh, I love that.
for 40 hours a week.
Wow.
It was. I mean, we were every single moment I had free. I wanted to talk to her,
I love that.
and
They
so
said we need an unlimited plan, please.
hey, shout out to Apple, because if it wasn't for iMessaging and
Literally
FaceTime, my
FaceTime.
phone bill would have been insane.
I'm sure. That's really cool though.
But yeah, no, it's great.
I was wondering how long, with it being such a long distance thing the whole time throughout or whatever, how long would you say y'all actually spent time together, like in person?
Oh man.
Because to me, it's cool, it's niche, it's great that you made it work or whatever. But it's so outlandish to think that y'all just did the whole damn thing from other sides, other countries.
I would think
The
overall,
other side of the world.
we've probably spent, out being married for 3 years, and in a relationship for 6. I would say we've probably spent 4 months total time in person with each other.
Wow.
And so it's like, I mean, we do couples therapy,
Yeah.
and it's like it's necessary, like for us to truly understand each other and make sure that.
But the love is there. I love that.
No, yeah, y'all made it work.
I get on her nerves every now and then. for
What do you
sure.
mean couples therapy though?
So we do therapy together. We have the therapist that we both go into. It's typically bi-weekly. We're on a break now, but we bi-weekly we go in and we have an hour therapy session with both of us to like kind of discuss maybe any disagreements that we've had or things that I might have done that might have rubs her the wrong way and vice versa. There are maybe just things in general that we're struggling with.
Okay.
I guess because when you're not together, you don't see each other's actual emotions.
Oh yeah.
So it's like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, there's always just been this negative connotation behind couples therapy, so that's why I was asking like what exactly it was.
A lot of people think that couples therapy means it's kind of like already over.
Yeah, or
right?
like it's like a marriage thing and it's like ending, you're trying to mend things back. That's
so
what
we've actually been we've been seeing the same therapist for almost 4 years now. We've been doing couples therapy longer than we've been married.
So it's just to keep yourself at the same level, same pace.
Yeah,
same page.
I mean, we are, we're from different cultures.
Yeah.
Obviously, we both speak English, but like, we grew up in different areas and like we have different home environments. So like the way that I communicate isn't necessarily what she needs, and vice versa. And so it's just a way for us to kind of have a third party come in, a professional, and just kind of help us through some of the more difficult conversations, that we would need to have. But it's been an absolute lifesaver because, most of the time, if you're in a regular relationship and you get into an argument with your significant other, you can just leave. You just walk out, cool off for an hour or two, come back, hug it out, and that's it. For us, you can't do that. Yeah. She's 6 hours ahead of me. If I go anywhere for an hour, she's probably asleep, and that's it. Like, you don't get to fix it. We don't get to just hug it out.
Yeah.
And so we have to be able to communicate.
Yeah, the 6 hours, that's a lot.
It's
That's
crazy.
wild. It's actually like so impressive that y'all made it work throughout this. And the couples therapy as like a tool to better progress in a relationship, I think is really cool too.
Our therapist is a magician, dude. She is lovely. She lives in like northwest of London. I've only seen her in person one time. We did an in-person session last year when I was in London. And we took the train over and made a whole day of it too, like nice lunch and all that stuff. But she's incredible, man. She's incredible, and I would advise anyone, regardless of the situation or where your marriage or relationship stands, couples therapy will help anyone.
Yeah.
Even when it's good. So
I feel like everyone could use a little bit of therapy.
It's such fun.
I might have to take up the opportunity for myself.
A lot of people fucking need it.
I'll work through that thing, work through it for sure. That's really cool though. I can't believe through all these trials and tribulations you made it work.
Yeah, we didn't tell anybody that we were flying a day early. So because we didn't want to change the dynamic of the trip, the rest of our friends.
Yeah.
And then we were kind of like, at that point in time, we were like, all right, there's something going on. We'll see where it goes. We'll spend time. We'll spend a week with each other. We'll see where it goes. I picked my room in our Airbnb. She was like, oh, well, I guess I'll take this one. It had a connecting door. And so each night we'd like, oh, good night, whatever. And then she'd come through the door and then like into my room. And we thought we were geniuses. We thought we got away with it. And it was at our wedding. It was at our wedding where our friends, they all flew in to go to our wedding. And they were like, idiots. Like, we knew. We went knocked on her door the next morning. It's like, the floors are a lot similar to your floors here. Like, you can't move anywhere quietly.
Yeah,
because they're like,
everything.
And so they knock on her door. Hey, are you awake? Whatever. And she scurries through and then, hey, whatever. It's like they heard the whole thing.
Yeah.
They knew the whole time. And it was so funny. But
that's funny.
But yeah. So, like I said, we've been married for goodness, almost 3.5 years now.
Yeah. Do you plan on ever having your family, like how's that going to work? Do you think you're going to eventually move out there with you guys, or is it you're preparing for like the complete separation?
No, my family's not going to leave here. I think my family, they're hard workers, right? And they can't. It's not as easy for them to just pack up and move. I'm very fortunate to be in the position that I'm in, to where I can just go. We thought about like moving there and, giving it a couple of years, revisiting, see where we're at. Yeah. And then, we would potentially entertain the idea of moving back. If things continue going here, the way that they are, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I understand that completely. Totally been a little bit of regression, but we won't speak too much on that.
Yeah. So
I was just wondering because you said that it was y'all into the world, so. But at least it's not just you moving just for fun or for you're not just like doing your own little excursion. Like it's for marriage, start a family.
Oh yeah, it's really like it's an aspect of my life that I've wanted for the last 4 years.
And they're supportive.
And they know. Obviously, they're sad. Yeah. Right? And I would be too. But you know, my sister, she's got a lot going on right now, and a lot that, you know, I'm gonna do my best not to miss any of it. But you know, it's really tough. It's a sore subject, but
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, if they get past like kind of the hurt of me leaving, I think everyone understands that it's
How many
the
other
best.
siblings do you have?
I have 3 brothers and a sister.
Okay.
So my brothers, all of my brothers, I've got 2 younger brothers and another one who's my age, but they all live with their mother, so they're half siblings.
Okay.
So my sister and I are full siblings.
Okay.
And then we have 3 half siblings.
Right.
But they all live with their mother.
Right.
So they're a bit of ways away, but still in Texas, but a couple hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just you and your sister that grew up together. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when's the big move? Because it got pushed back.
It
right?
did, and it got pushed back again. So it was originally supposed to be July, so I was already supposed to be there.
Yeah.
But you know, we knew that was kind of open ended. Like we didn't know for sure. We obviously had to buy a house and do all that kind of stuff, which we did. But we can't exchange on it until the owners of the house we're buying from go and buy one. So I think they found one, but we should exchange on the house by the end of this month. That's the hope. At that point in time, I'll put my application in with an expedited application. It'll take 30 days to get an answer.
Mhm.
I expect it to be yes. We have a legitimate relationship. I've never been in any trouble. I speak the language.
Right.
So 30 days, and then after I get my approval, I have 30 days to move.
Okay.
So I have to go and declare myself in the UK within 30 days of that, and pick up my visa. They'll allow me to come back, but I don't want to have to come back and get stuck. I want to be able to just go
Get
on.
everything done.
Yeah.
So it's going to be October, and I think now we're past the whole pushback area. I think we've got it all settled, so it's pretty much guaranteed October.
I love that.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm sorry.
Speaking of you buying the house, you showed me pictures of the house.
Yeah.
Banging, beautiful.
Oh, I thank you.
How
Oh,
the
yeah,
hell
I
did
see.
you? Yeah, you got to show me photos.
Yeah.
How the hell did you do that? I forgot. You told me the story, but
So to be honest with you, I can't take any of the credit for it.
Oh.
My wife and I, we obviously we had a list. We went through all of the openings when she sold her flat. We had an idea of what our
I love that.
we had an idea of what our budget was going to be, and then so we just kept an eye on listings in certain areas. So we knew what areas, what towns we wanted to live in.
Mhm.
We obviously knew our budget. We had an idea of what we wanted, right, the house to be like, and then the things that we needed, right, and the total number of bedrooms, that kind of stuff. And then we kept limiting it down. So we would weekly go on and add houses that went up on the market to our list. And as they get sold or taken off market, we can move them. And then we found this one, and it checked all but one box that we had.
What was that
And
box?
It shares a wall. It's a semi-detached house. So
Oh.
we technically share a wall with our neighbor, but it's not the same. It's not the same as like here. Like here, if you're in like a duplex,
Yeah.
where that wall is just drywall and you hear everything going on. This is
It's
like
like a whole
it is
separation.
thick brick.
Like my
Like you're not hearing. Yeah, you're not hearing anything. you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's obviously our backyard is big. It's nice.
Yeah, I remember seeing the photos.
There's
Big, beautiful
fences
house.
that obviously divide the two, and it's a privacy fence as well. So it's like it's fine.
Love the privacy
Um,
fence.
But it checked just about every single box we had, and it was under budget.
I actually used to live in like in a duplex house like that, and I could never hear the neighbor.
Yeah.
And that's because I lived with roommates, and I think it was like 3 other roommates. And tell me why we always had fucking parties all the time. And then because the owner of the house, which is my roommate, she bought it. She knew the neighbor. She was close to him. She would always ask him like, "Can you hear anything?" He was like, "No."
Yeah.
Wow.
So-
Y'all having parties and shit?
He couldn't hear none of it.
Wow. Okay. So
Yeah, because
like
we
that,
even
was-
invited him, so we were like, "Yeah, maybe you want to come."
Stop.
It's definitely one of those
We're having a
like, houses.
party
That,
this Saturday. Come over if you
Yeah.
want.
no,
I
but he
would
would never
too.
come.
Oh, how old was he? Older?
He was older.
Probably like straight as an arrow too.
Yeah.
Gag. That's good though. At least just like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like if it checks every other box, it's kind of like you have a little bit of leeway.
They're
on
not that bad.
I mean,
I'm sure they're built. You know.
Oh, they are built. I mean, this house. I don't know exactly when it's been built, but it's been around for a long.
But it looks good. I kind of remember some of the photos, and it looks like modernized a little bit.
So the
Updated.
entire thing, I mean, backyard, patio, kitchen, bedrooms, everything top to bottom has been renovated
Right.
by
Okay.
the owners we're
What
buying
would
from.
I say?
And it was under budget.
Oh yeah, significant.
Wow.
They're winning out there. They're winning.
Significant.
So y'all are gonna have a little bit of extra.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is, I mean, we'll take that money and we'll throw that in.
To the
Okay.
house.
We'll just throw it into and drop a mortgage.
No, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Smart.
the cool thing is they have like fixtures and fittings, which is basically all the stuff that they have in the house that they can include in the sale. You can add that to your mortgage without having to actually spend cash on it.
Okay.
And so they're like the dining table, the chairs, they have a chest of drawers in the dining room as well. That's really nice. The couch, which is like the perfect size, the exact kind of couch we wanted. Like all of their furniture, all of their renovations that they did is exactly what my wife and I would have done. Like down to the type of wood they use for the floors.
I love that. It's like the perfect, like just
We got so lucky.
fell in your lap.
Yeah.
It's a sign.
It's just
Gotta get
it's
it.
perfect.
And we went in, and my wife is in the estate agency scene, and so she knows every bit of what goes into buying and selling a house.
Right.
Oh, so she like
So
that's
she-
what she does.
she knows.
Yeah, she was like, "Let me do it. It's my thing. I'll show you what we do. We'll pick it together. But I'm gonna go on the viewings. I'm gonna do all this." And I was like, "Okay, cool."
She ate.
Oh yeah.
So when you get out there, are you gonna like be a server, bartender still?
No.
Or
I would. Part of me really, really wanted to get a job as like a bartender in a pub.
that'd be
Just
so
because,
fun.
That would be fun.
I know you have this place in Sherman that you like. It's like
the Wig and Gavel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. The owners.
and that's the vibe you were gonna like itching
Yeah.
for.
he got kicked
Have
out.
you ever been?
What do you mean it's not a thing anymore?
They've sold it. The owners.
No, I
Rob,
haven't been.
so Rob, who is from like North London, he got
Kicked out.
they came into his business and told him to leave the country.
Wait, Wig and Gavel?
Ice.
I don't know if it was ice. I don't know if it was ice.
Oh, well, it's giving that.
It is. I mean, it's the same basic thing.
Wig and
Yeah.
Gavel?
Yes.
Oh,
to go back to his country, London.
Leave. Yes.
And it's not even like I thought they were coming for immigrants like you know
Yeah.
the Mexicanos and like
Well,
the
that's what they said, and that's what they say is that like, oh no, it's about violent criminals, and it's not, dude. It's regular people.
yeah.
It's regular people.
Because you were
Wait,
talking
so do you
earlier.
know what happened with Wig and Gavel now?
Yes,
Are they still open?
they sold it. Yeah, I
sold it
haven't
'cause the
been.
owner-
I haven't been since, so
Okay.
I don't know if it's the same. I don't know what it is, but like he was forced to sell his business. And
That is crazy.
That is wild. He was talking earlier about
and
how
he was a white English-speaking British man, and they don't care. They're going for everybody.
Yeah.
So would I have a problem getting a visa out of the country? Because you were saying you should have a no problem because you have no criminal background and all that. And that apparently is what matters. They don't want no violent criminals or anything like that. I don't have any violence or anything like that.
Yeah.
But just the fact that I do have a criminal record, would I have a problem?
Oh no. So like to give an example, my dad is in prison right now.
Okay.
Right. When he
And then when he gets out, he's going to London.
Dude, yeah, but he's obviously had his passport taken from him. 'Cause he's
Yeah.
back. But when he's parole eligible, 2027, if he gets out,
Soon.
he has to serve the remainder of his sentence on parole, right? Which he got 12 years, parole eligible at 6.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
Oh my
say he gets out at 6, he's on parole then for 6 more years. Once he hits 12 years, right? He can get his passport back.
Okay.
They'll give it back, and he can then travel to UK. They'll let him in. They're like whatever, and it is technically what he got for. I was there. He didn't do the thing they said he did. He did all the other shit that then got him in trouble and back sentenced.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what he did, but I don't know if you wanted to go too deep into
Yeah,
it. But,
it's an assault with a deadly weapon is what they gave.
but it's not that you say.
This guy was starting a bunch of stuff. This guy that we've known for a long time was starting a bunch of stuff with my dad and myself. My dad had a gun on him, took it off, put it in the truck, locked the door, and then beat his ass.
Okay.
That guy's wife called the police and said he pulled a gun on me. And so the cop showed up, and I was like, he didn't. No, he didn't. Like,
Yeah.
it's locked in
You
the
were a
truck. It's right
witness.
there, but I'm his son. So,
So it's
they
like-
don't. Yeah, it's so they got
Correct.
him. Yeah, they got him, arrested him. It goes to court. They have no evidence on him. So he is working for the union, the IBEW. So he does overhead utility construction, works on power lines, and he runs a crew. And so California, his crew all went to California with the union, and you make a lot of money doing line work out there.
Yeah.
And they're like, we need you.
Mhm.
Well, he can't leave until all this court stuff is settled
Right.
because he's confined to the county. And so he goes, fine, all plea, no contest, whatever, give me probation, and so I can go work.
Mhm.
And then he got mixed up with a bunch of stuff, hooked on drugs, got in trouble for that, the drugs, which fair enough, he did that. The problem was he was technically on probation still. So when he got arrested, the stuff he got arrested for didn't stick. They dropped everything. It was whatever. There was no time in that. But because he got arrested, he then goes back to court, and now there's no jury. There is sentencing. So they go back and they'll sentence you for whatever the charges were originally that you were on probation for. So they went and they gave him 12 years probation.
That is so
crazy.
fucked.
It is.
It's and I
It's all a money scheme.
it's
It
dude,
is.
it's like I'll say it. I mean, it's the best thing that could have happened. I'm not gonna lie to you
Prison.
because yes,
Okay.
where he was at with those drugs, if he wasn't in prison,
Okay,
he'd,
I see now.
he'd be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And
So it was getting him in trouble that got him away from that scene.
yeah, and now I mean he's good now. He's way better.
Yeah.
I mean he's clean.
Got to be.
He's
Well, I guess
taken-
not. You can sneak shit in
Oh.
prison, so.
Where-
Okay,
he's
I
at-
want to change the subject.
Sorry.
I want to go to Doja Cat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's circle back. So
Doja Cat.
a minute ago, when we
Dude.
first had him in and we were like doing a little briefing or whatever, he mentioned it was a
Well, I was playing music. I was playing Doja Cat, and he walks in. And what was the
And
comment
he was
I
like,
heard?
we do not support
We don't.
Doja Cat.
Cat.
And I was like, you don't like Doja Cat? What are you talking about? And he said that it's not Doja Cat, it's this other guy, her ex-boyfriend Jeff, who was the modding guy in Twitch.
So
situation?
he was the streamer that my wife and I modded for
Okay.
that we had known, and now we've known him for quite some time. And that was the guy that we moderated for. Now we edited content, we created schedules, we moderated the chat, we posted on social medias, like we did all of it. We ran the entire channel. He did the content, which I got to say, at the beginning he did the content. Towards the end, it was more bitching and complaining, and hey, please give me subs. I'm sad and that kind of stuff.
Not the begging.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, for real. He cried on stream one time and it was genuine. It was genuine.
Okay.
He was actually going through a lot. Now, I'm not gonna. He has been through a lot, right?
But is that
But he saw the payout.
still kind of embarrassing?
He saw the payout from that, and once he saw all the money that came in when he cried,
He was crying every week.
it changed. It changed.
She was crying every day on
little
that
thing,
bitch.
every little thing. And so, but yeah. So Jeff, he was a piece of shit. And I woke up one day and my wife was like, "You're not gonna believe who Jeff is dating." And sure enough, at a Met Gala after party, which the P Diddy Met Gala after party.
Oh no! Was it a white party?
No.
Oh, okay.
It was their Met Gala after party, hosted by P Diddy and Doja.
At
So
his
they-
house?
They were no, it was at a venue,
Oh, okay.
and
Oh,
there
I
are
thought it was
pictures.
real tea.
There are pictures of Doja walking in with Jeff, and I'm like, no way.
How the fuck did they ever link up?
Yeah, that's what
They
I want
met
to know.
gaming.
Because Doja's on Twitch.
She
Does like
is.
so Jeff for a while was doing Grand Theft Auto role playing, which I don't know if you guys have ever seen that, but it's like Grand Theft Auto servers, but you create a character and you have jobs in the game and you
Yeah.
interact. And there's this server called No Pixel that is like the biggest server for a GTA roleplay app. Like every big streamer that you see that does it, that's the one they wanted to get on. Now people own their own servers,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. They do their own thing. But No Pixel at the time was far and away the one, right? We got him into that, by the way.
Damn.
That's wild.
And now, granted, obviously he's doing the content, but in terms of the applications and the talking to people,
like
that-
putting them you
getting
actually
him
put them
approved.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like we did all of it.
Mm.
We submitted video, we submitted everything to get him in there. And yeah, well, he ends up obviously he was dating Doja. This was after our.
Do we even hire you?
Oh, I'm not an editor.
Let's put them on.
I'm not an editor. I'm more like just find the person we need to talk to. My wife edited tons of videos, my other friends and stuff. They did the editing.
Mhm.
I just did more like the communication aspect of it, right?
Okay.
Find people who knew
But the
people
fact that you
Yeah.
feel
The networking.
comfortable to Doja Cat.
Very
Well,
necessary.
I don't. Let's make that clear. I've never talked to her.
Okay.
She has no idea who I am. I don't know who she is, like personally.
But you knew Jeff.
I know her, yes. And the falling out that Jeff and I had was prior to us finding out about all the stuff that he'd been doing
Oh,
with
okay.
girls in his chat.
So you didn't get to talk to him about the whole doja at all.
Oh no, well we had already cut ties. So
Okay.
Oh,
this is what I was gonna say for you guys. So
party.
Jeff had a thing for my wife.
God.
She was my wife at the time.
That's
We
the
were
tea
friends at the time.
there.
Now he then goes and gets another girlfriend, right? Remember that New York trip I told you about where we
Yeah.
all went and everything
Mhm.
like that. So Jeff and his girlfriend at
They
the
were
time,
there.
who we all went together.
Okay.
They stayed in their own thing, but like we all were going together. We
Yeah.
all planned a trip together.
Mhm.
He went with his girlfriend at the time, who I'm not gonna mention her by name, but I love her, dude. She's an incredible person. She's so nice, so sweet. Jeff went on this trip with his girlfriend, and on his own admission, thought it was going to be some come together moment.
Like orgy type thing?
No,
Oh.
no, like love. Like he was going to meet my now wife,
Oh, I
and
see,
they
I
were
see.
gonna just like, oh, this is whatever. She was like, no, what is he talking
Right,
about?
okay.
Right now, she was there to like, her
So
moment
he
there
was
was to meet
expecting to
me.
meet your wife.
So,
like,
yeah.
basically fall in love
So
with
they
her.
knew each other.
Okay.
Like they'd met before,
Right.
but he was like thinking that this trip was gonna be some like,
like
world
this
changing
this
for
is
them.
where it all comes
Right.
together.
Yeah.
Now she's on this trip going to meet me.
And he's thinking it's his rom-com
Yeah.
moment.
So nobody
Right.
knows,
So,
right?
Okay.
Nobody knows that her and I have this thing
Yeah.
that we're establishing on this trip. And we're out for drinks one night. And one of my friends, and we'd all been drinking. And because we've been drinking, we weren't really in a clear state of mind. We got a little closer in public than we would have originally done, knowing that we were trying to keep the whole thing sort of between us.
Yeah.
My friend goes to him and says, you see, they're kind of like into each other. And mood changes.
Oh,
And then it becomes very possessive. You know, it comes up, he's like trying to, he's really small. But that picture I showed you, he's
Yeah.
standing on his tiptoes.
Stop.
I'm dead. You see it again.
He stood on his tiptoes to take this picture with me because I was taller.
Yeah. Okay.
And we get to the end,
Insecurity.
and here I am thinking everything's fine and normal, like it's no big deal,
Yeah.
right? And
But
he
you
come-
crushed his rom-com moment.
Well, dude, he's there with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
he's
crazy.
Like
That's crazy.
you brought her along for this like love adventure.
What, is she an object? Now I understand the whole incel thing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And so like he starts getting possessive, and he's weird. The whole mood changes.
Of his
Now he's
girl, or-
angry. Of all of the women now, not just his girlfriend, not just my now wife, but every single woman that was there. That he
Possessive
is.
how?
Like as in, they're my girls. They're
what
my
the
girls.
hell?
Don't let anything happen to my girls.
Oh no.
And my response, I remember when he first told me that, I could see the look he was giving me, and I was like, okay, he knows.
Yeah.
Why is it a big deal though?
Yeah.
But I could sense that he was being really, he was being aggressive. Like, he was
Yeah.
trying and everything. And so I looked at him and I was like, you know, these girls are tough. I'm sure they can take care of themselves, but I'm here if they need anything. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
I don't. These are grown women. They don't
Mhm.
need someone to look after them.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
and
And so.
I was like, okay, like I let this go. And then so we all go to say bye. And then when my then wife goes to say bye or whatever, it was just like this whole thing. And I was like, oh, he knows. But then I still didn't understand. This the girls within our Twitch community, right? The women all went through this and are still going through a like body positivity
Mm-hmm.
thing
Gotcha.
online,
Yeah.
right? Which, hey, good for them.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
But they're posting pictures of themselves online. Now, not like nude, they're tasteful, whatever, but it's
Right.
very like body positive. I'm beautiful as I am, and this and that, which is great, right? But obviously, these photos are a bit more revealing than what their normal photos
Okay.
would be.
So it's giving Lizzo. I'm just
Stop.
kidding. I'm kidding. Anyway.
He reaches out to, at the time, now she's my girlfriend, right? And I think at this point in time, everybody knows that we're like together. We're, you know,
You guys are a
figuring it out.
thing. Yeah.
And he reaches out to her and he was like, when are you posting yours?
Like her photo?
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God,
she-
he's crazy.
She goes,
Yikes.
I don't think my boyfriend would appreciate that too much. Like, what are you talking about? So then he goes, oh no, like Greg's cool, he won't mind. So then she screenshots it and sends it to me. And she was like, I'm wiping my hands clean of
Get
this.
him out of here.
And so I called him. And he was like, hey. I was like, hey man. I was like, look, I know that I give off this image of myself online that I'm just very like carefree and happy and I'm accepting of everyone and loving of everyone, and I am.
Right.
I was like, but that's because like I don't want to be in arguments and fights with people on the internet because I'm not a loser. I was like, but I'll tell you this.
You don't want to be an asshole, but you
Yeah.
will be if you need to.
I told him, but I was
what
like,
you're saying.
if you do that again, I was like, I'm telling you now, as a man, I'll whoop your ass. Like that,
Yeah.
and that point blank period. And he was just like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Blah 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 blah. And I was like, but you said what you said. So from here on out, I don't fuck with you. Don't fuck with me, and keep your mouth shut. Don't talk to my girlfriend that way.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
You ate
Let
that.
it be over.
You ate that.
And then one girl comes to me and says, hey, he's been sending me things online.
Like nudes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Asking me for things, and I've been doing
Cringing.
it too. She goes, but I like, she thinks she's the only one. And I'm like, look, like, you're consenting adults. She is an adult. You're consenting adults. You can do whatever you like, but not a good idea
Yeah.
to have sexual relationships with the girls in your audience as like, you know, as a content creator, YouTuber, streamer, whatever you call it. Like, not a good idea. And then I was like, but deal with it how you want. Thanks for confiding in me. I'll keep this to myself. You know what I mean? Like, and so I didn't tell anyone because
Right.
that's her business.
Right.
And I was like, but if it was me, I'd keep a lid on it. You know,
Yeah.
I'd stop. And she goes, okay. Well, then here comes another and another.
Girl.
And
Another girl. Another girl.
Over 20 of them.
Oh my God.
And there is a pattern.
He's going down. Are they like young?
They're young, but adults.
Okay.
They're 19,
21.
19
Oh,
20.
Okay.
Freshly
And
20.
now, given he's like, I don't know, at this point in time, he's like 30, 36, 37.
Yikes.
But at the time, he was
Sir.
probably like 30, 32, 31 or whatever at the time.
Okay.
But like still, it's like, you know, it's a bit different. But the age isn't what's concerned because they're consenting adults.
Right.
But these are all girls that have alcohol addiction, mental health issues.
Okay.
That are women or people in general that I would see as vulnerable emotionally.
Right.
Right? These are that are openly talking about how much they're going
Their
through. How
problems are-
yeah.
So he's definitely being like manipulative, and it's
Yeah,
obvious.
It's 100%. There's a power dynamic. It's
Mhm.
manipulation, and it's with over 20 people.
Oh yeah.
He
There's a
showed
cycle.
accidentally this one girl's nudes live on stream.
He showed her nudes live.
It was
Sued.
it was an accident.
Lawsuit.
It was an accident. And
So like his nudes?
no,
He showed
hers.
her nudes on his live.
And so that's how we knew there was more.
Oh my god.
And because we then reached out to her and we were like, we have to let you know this happened.
Yeah.
We deleted the VOD, we ended the stream, we did whatever, we got it all, but I need you to know that happened. Because apparently there were Snapchats. She was telling me there were Snapchats that weren't supposed to be saved.
How many people are watching these? Not that it matters.
At
it's
that
still
point in
bad.
time, we probably had 120 to 130 people live watching. it.
Okay, that's still a lot.
It's
a lot.
I mean,
Internet spreads like crazy.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Or something like that. It's like scandalous.
But yeah, and so when more and more started coming to us, we went to him
Mm-hmm.
and we were like, we know about this stuff, and it's
Gotta
it's either going to stop, but it's not just about stopping, but it's also like we built this entire community around being a safe place, not just for women, but for for the trans community, for like the LGBTQ community as a whole.
Right.
Like we were an accepting,
Anyone and
loving,
everyone's welcome.
safe
Yeah.
place.
Right.
And it's no longer safe when the person at the top is taking advantage of
Yeah.
it.
That
Yeah,
makes sense.
all these
And it's also
people-
a bad reputation.
And
Everyone
blasting
that's
nudes, even if it's
And that does.
accidental.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And so I was already checked out because I already had problems with it before.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't be the one to say something about this because if I'm the one to say something about this, it's going to be, well, he doesn't like me anyway.
It could backfire.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I told everyone else, and I said, do with this what you guys will. They got information from other girls. One of them, my friend, was one of the 20. And so and I was like, this is y'all. So I was like, I'm leaving. I'm out. So we all in mod. So we tell them we're gone. And we leave because we don't want our name attached to any of this. And it started out where we were like, we weren't going to say anything. We weren't going to spread things out online. We didn't want to we didn't want to air out anything. Right. We didn't want to cancel anybody, but we wanted to make it known that we're done. Mm-hmm. And then he went on stream and was like, oh, they wanted to run the stream. They wanted more control.
What?
This guy fucking sucks.
He fucking sucks.
I hate him. So Doja Cat's ex, everybody.
Yeah. And so we were like, oh, for real? Okay, fine. You guys really want to know what happened? Because we weren't saying anything. And then he went on and attacked us. And we're like, all right, bet. Straight to Twitter. And next thing you know, it's everywhere. Everywhere. And
like a viral moment?
Oh, yeah. Like tons of people, right? Because this guy has a lot of really high up friends. You know Brendan Urie from Panic! At the Disco?
Yes.
So Brendan and Jeff were really close friends. They played video games almost every day for a long period of time.
Wow.
And so all of Brendan Urie's audience, right, which is obviously huge. I've been a Panic fan since 2005.
Yeah.
But like all of those people now know Jeff. And so then you have Stan Twitter. Yeah. Of like thousands and thousands of bot accounts. Yeah. And Stan accounts.
Spraying and
that are just like, fuck this guy. And it goes crazy. And then so he admits to it. He apologizes. Submits a public apology. And then says, I'm going back to therapy, blah, blah, blah. We're like, all right, whatever.
I'm going back to therapy.
Yeah,
just cancel yourself. Just cancel yourself.
He then comes back a little later and does the whole, like, who cares? They were out to get me. They were lying, whatever. I just said I was sorry to get it to stop and this and that. We're like, whatever. Dude.
He said that out loud in public? Yeah.
Oh.
Like for people to know and hear?
Yeah.
This guy
at that point in time, like, you find him anywhere, like, he streams everywhere, like, but Twitch.
Yeah,
it got to a point to where he would post TikToks, and his comments would be like, "You're a piece of shit."
I love
that. I love that.
I Googled you, looked you up on Twitter, saw everything.
Yeah.
And it just, Now, again, he's got a lot of friends.
Up later now.
No, I'm not looking up too.
But it was just, and no shade to Doja Cat, but we did tell her.
But how'd you die? Yeah,
we did tell her. Rolling Stone told her.
I feel like she don't look too into the people she dated because she got me flack about who she dated a couple of times in the past.
Multiple times.
Actually,
yeah.
Rolling Stone, they did like an article or something, right?
One of the writers at Rolling Stone had done Doja Cat's. Who is Doja Cat's new boyfriend? Right? Because at first it was like all these people online that were like, this guy, like it was all these pictures of her from the Met Gala.
Yeah.
With Jeff, and they're like, who's her bodyguard? And I was like, bodyguard.
The bodyguard.
He's 5'4".
Been there.
He's like 5'4", dude. He's nobody's bodyguard. And so we're all laughing because
5'4".
Yeah,
crazy.
He's a very, very small.
Standing on tiptoes in the photo. Yeah.
But, so we were like, he's nobody's bodyguard. And so then it comes out that they get caught like on a yacht. There's pictures of them on a yacht somewhere.
Ew,
and dude, I have no idea. And I will say this.
I'm sure he presented himself.
Funny.
Yeah,
he was funny. I'm not gonna say that just because I hate him now, or just because of all the things that he did. I'm not gonna say he's not funny.
Humor goes far. I love it. Humor.
And
I'm sure he didn't present all of himself like that to her. She doesn't know all the lore.
But also, you go to a celebrity and anybody can be like, yeah, people on the internet don't like me, or people on the internet say X, Y, and Z. And a celebrity is probably more likely to be like, yeah, okay, people do that.
And she's going through that shit. She was going through the times.
Yeah.
She was like,
you've got Doja Cat on the Christians accounts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was like, she's the Antichrist, blah, blah, blah. She's like, fuck those guys. Like,
she don't care.
Yeah. So I think it was like, but obviously it fell out. Because there was a really, really funny TikTok that went viral and ended up on my For You page of her going live on Twitch, and she goes to play Fortnite. And she goes to her friends list, and Jeff is at the top. And she goes, ew, and deletes it. And everybody was like, yes! It was so funny. But yeah, so no shade to Doja. I'm a big fan of her music. But at that point in time, I was like, girl, what in the fuck are you
Yeah, she just
like,
didn't know.
out
She
of
didn't know.
anyone you could have,
Yeah.
it was.
And he's 5'4". Isn't she taller than that? I didn't know how tall.
He's tall, 5'4". He's probably like 5'8".
Oh, so he's still
Yeah,
a short
5'8",
king, though.
5'9". Yeah, he's still a.
No short kings around here. That's
Yeah.
crazy though. That
What?
lower goes deep. Did he ever grow and get a big? Well, he had to do an apology. But is that because of who he knew, or is that because he had a big platform himself?
He had quite a bit of subs. Like, he was making a pretty good amount of money. Enough that leaving LA and going to Vegas for the tax break was like substantial.
Okay, so he had hundreds of thousands. Of
Well, he does because he does. Yeah, so he does it on his socials, like his YouTube and his Twitter and like his TikToks and stuff like that. Like, yeah, tons. He had millions on Vine. He was like one of the bigger Viners.
Okay. I never heard of this kid before though.
Jay Cyrus is his name.
Okay.
If you ever were you guys into Vine?
I was into Vine.
You know that video of the guys walking under that giant boulder, and he's like, the only rock you find me in is Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
I don't know if I know that one. See, it's so hard because everyone had their own niche Vines they were into.
Yeah. But like that's like he was a massive. He had millions. Yeah. And so,
you seen that one?
I don't remember. I'm trying to remember, see if I can, but I can't.
If you were to look up a Vine compilation of his, which find somebody that isn't his profile, so you don't give him the fucking ad.
Yeah.
But like,
True.
or actually, can't say that. I can't say that. That is it's elite technically. So
What
We'll
is?
that out.
you can't. What you can just say, I take it back. Don't do that. Just fucking find the video and watch it. But like,
You can't say don't support
You
this
can't
person?
tell somebody don't watch their content on their profile. Watch it here. Watch it somewhere else
I see.
instead, because they can sue you technically for taking away
You're lying.
revenue. Yeah, you can. It's happening right now. So like a very large podcaster and internet influencer is doing that right now to people that did that to his content.
Who is it?
Ethan Klein. You know?
Oh my
Ethan
God,
Klein?
H3?
Yeah.
Oh God.
You watch H3?
I used to when Trisha was on it.
Oh, okay.
Because that's when it was the best. That
Yeah.
was the golden era. But now he's become, first of all, he looks horrible.
He's got a lot going on.
And he is just crashing the fuck out all the time over shit that's just, I don't even know, beyond me completely.
Did you hear about what happened to him and why? Because it's obviously him and Hassan.
Yeah, it's him
Are
and,
like-
and that's what I've seen mainly. But that was like
Yeah.
the beginning, and now he's just always crashing out about something.
So Redditors on the H3 Snark pages, so like the subreddits that are just like shitting on H3 all the time. They started a rumor that his children got sick from dog feces, and they contacted CPS and had CPS come and like try to take their kids away from them.
Oh, wow.
And so he's like, what the fuck? Like, you guys sent CPS to my fucking house? Like,
You guys, who does he?
Frogan is one of them. And then there's a couple other people that I don't personally give a fuck about. I'm like, it's like, but there's a whole mess of people that have just been pushing this stuff, and they've been like attacking Ethan as though he's some like, it's because his wife is from Israel.
Yeah.
And so she technically served in the IDF, but it was mandatory service. I think she was like an administrator or something like
Yeah.
that. And they're like, your wife is a fucking genocidal maniac, this and that. And so it's like, obviously with their family, like it's a very delicate situation, but there's been a lot of conflict there, even though he is like, I am not for the IDF and what they're doing to Palestine. Like, I want Palestine to be able to exist in its own right. Like, he says all these things, but it doesn't matter because his wife's Jewish and it's all this other stuff. But anyway, they called CPS on his family. They sent human skulls to his house in a box.
I think I've seen something like that on TikTok. That's crazy. Crazy work.
He has Tourette's, and so he's constantly ticking. And like he's on drugs, he's on crack, he's on meth.
It is giving that.
Yeah.
Only because from what I've seen before, his ticks have gotten 10 times
They've gotten
worse.
so much worse. They have.
And I'm not saying that can't happen.
He's also lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, I'm just saying he's in a place where it gets that a little bit.
100%.
But I don't know.
So Ethan did this whole like content video about Hassan. And like all of the things that Hassan has done that are problematic, right? he had, and he's like, this is why it's problematic, and here's the context to it, and all things wrapped around it, right? And he made this video. And so all of these other people who are just kind of like riding Hassan's coattails, right? Because obviously Hassan is huge.
Yeah.
Right? Like he's huge in influencing, and especially in the political space too. Like Hassan's like the guy.
And that's what a lot of the clips I was seeing was them going back and forth on politics.
Oh, yeah. They used to be good friends. They used to be best friends.
Yeah.
And, but so all of these other people that ride Hassan's coattails that are now just kind of like attacking Ethan all watched his video on their own channels as like reaction videos, right?
Yeah.
And we're like, watch it here, don't watch it there, don't give him the money. But they didn't actually react to anything, they just sat and watched it. So he then went, you stole from me. Sued. And they're all like crying about it because they're like, oh, what am I gonna do? And it was like, dude, you broke the law. And the funny thing is, all he asked them to do to get rid of the whole thing was apologize and take it down. That was it. That's all they had to do. They wouldn't have gone to court, wouldn't have done nothing.
How many lawsuits are out right now?
I think right now, big ones, 3. It's 3 people.
That's wild as hell.
But one of them, just they went and they met with him, right? And we're just like, okay, hey, I'm sorry. And they took it down. He was like, all right, cool.
And he didn't sue them.
Nope.
So your team Ethan.
I would say I'm pro Palestine, but I would say I'm team Ethan. I
That
think
makes sense. I think in knowing the Lord like all of that, I would be team Ethan too. Because it's like, especially if it's all for no reason, like the bones and the fake CPS calls, all of that is like so far and unnecessary.
because they were
Especially
really,
when
they
there's
pulled their kids out. They
That's
interviewed their kids. They wouldn't
wild.
allow Hila or Ethan to be there. It was like this whole thing. Like they actually were interviewed,
that's fucked up.
and it was all because
Fucking rumor.
him and his son were.
Yeah, and I see a lot of
So
people
it's like I
online.
would trip out too.
I would.
The shit I would do
Yeah.
if somebody ever tried to take my kids away like that, man, over some dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
People online though, unfortunately, seem to be on Hassan's side.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's mainly just because of like their specific back and forth about politics and whatnot, and just how crazy Ethan looks.
They have very similar numbers, really.
Yeah.
In terms of their content, but the thing is, like the Hassan fans and like the supporters that are like just blindly on his side no matter what, right? Like there are just so many people on Twitter that are like that. So that's all you see. But if you were to ever like go into the H3 and watch H3 live with the chats and all that other kind of stuff, like there's fucking tons of people in there. And the funny thing is that it's like, oh, like all of Ethan's supporters are just like fucking hateful, racist, sexist, genocidal, Zionists or whatever. But you go and you like, if you see it for yourself, if you watch the content for yourself, you're like, no, they're not. Like these are, you go to their Reddit, for instance, their Reddit is not shit talk. It's not, oh, we hate Hassan or we hate this. It's not that. It's literally just like jokes and funny videos and like, hey, you guys should talk about this on the podcast.
Yeah.
But it's like, I too have found myself, but I have so much, because I used to watch Hassan all the time, especially throughout the elections and stuff like that. Like I watched Hassan all the time. I have so much pro Hassan side content on my Twitter that I was like, fuck, it's like the whole world, but it's really not. It's just like,
I think my For You page is not pro Hassan. I think it was just anti Ethan. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's because
well, those things are more intermingled now than they were.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
for sure.
Because it's like, yeah, it's
That's just wild though. I didn't know that was illegal, and I can't believe there's whole lawsuits and stuff like that going
yeah,
on.
well, because
though.
I can't remember I've lost the word for it, but it's like intellectual property.
Okay, gotcha.
So like your content is like your thing of like a trademark. Like this video, for instance, is your content, and you own it in its entirety. And so if somebody was to then take your content and then post it on their own page and make money off that,
that
they're
makes sense.
stealing from you. That's exactly what they're doing. They're stealing money from you. And so that's legally, that's the term. It's all about intellectual property.
That's wild. I also didn't know the lore of what he was, the extent of what he's gone through.
Yeah. Oh, there's so much more too. My wife knows much more about it than I do. But obviously, like I keep in touch with it. I watch H3 every now and then.
You still watch it?
Yeah, every now and then. I don't watch every episode, but like they'll have something that I really like. They're going to talk about something that I really want to listen to.
Yeah.
And watch it. And it's a lot of funny. It's a lot of fun. The vast majority of the H3 content, like the H3 podcast and stuff, is literally just like comedic.
I love that.
Like tracks. It's like
I like me a little podcast of listening to and laugh. Do you miss Trisha or no?
So I was never like, it's not like I was a Trisha hater. I just don't think I've resonated much with that style of content.
Okay, so you
like,
never watched when she was on.
No.
That's when it was the best. It was
Yeah.
peak.
Mhm.
But maybe that's because I'm so pro Trisha and I
Yeah.
like her.
Um,
You know, just her story. So
Yeah. They just had another child.
I know. That's
What was
why-
it?
Aquaman.
Aquaman. There we go.
Well, obviously, name her kid Aquaman.
Yeah,
Everyone on
so
Sweat
good.
TikTok was in up in fucking arms. They were like, "When she dropping the name?" It's a whole thing. But
So let's go back to you. Let's go back to you. So you said kids. You want kids?
Oh yeah. I personally want two. My wife is like, no, one, and I'm like, all right.
okay, gag. I love it. It's just
this
one
is-
and two.
This is your, this is your body, your
Yeah.
choice. So like, all right then. But
I feel like maybe when she has one, she's gonna be like, okay.
we'll see. The thing is that like I've got two nephews, right? Like her brother has two kids and love them to death. They are some of the at times, most difficult kids.
Oh yeah.
So it's like when you have one, it's like they're like, it's much easier to like go do stuff.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
You
Yeah,
can
no,
go
for
on
sure.
vacations and like they go with you and it's fine. But it's like with two, it's like it's that much more difficult
Mhm.
because there's like obviously their little dynamic,
Mhm.
but also like if one of them gets off onto something or something happens with one, the other, it's like you know what I mean. It's a lot more
It's a
difficult.
whole new thing. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean we'll see.
Are you doing that immediately, or is that something you want to wait after you?
No, it's pretty much go.
You guys are
I
ready.
would immediately want a children.
It's pretty much go time. It's
Remind me how
the
old she
thing
is?
She is 39.
Okay.
39.
Yes.
What? That's the real guy I never.
She does not look her age.
Yeah.
She doesn't look her age. I
What?
thought you were gonna say like 29, 30, same age or some shit.
And that's why it's like we gotta go.
Oh, gotcha.
So, but yeah.
She has no kids of her own.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Don't they say though that after like 36 it's like more difficult or something?
Mhm. It is. But luckily, in the UK, through the NHS, because neither of us have kids, the first
They'll help
round
you.
of IVF is
Oh,
free.
I love that.
I don't think I understand what IVF is fully. Like
In
medicine to
vitro
help.
fertilization. So what they do is they will literally take like semen and they will implant it into an egg and make sure it takes,
Oh,
and then they
okay.
put the egg into.
And that's gonna be free for how long?
The first round is free. It
Oh,
doesn't
that's
always hit
great.
on the first round. After that, it's like £5,000 or £6,000, which is probably like $9,000, $8,000. But if you compare it to what IVF cost here, it's like
Yeah.
$20,000.
Yeah.
But like IVF is, there are a lot of parts of IVF where it's like I think that it can be helpful, but there are a lot of parts that I feel like are they're a bit difficult because like with IVF you can literally choose the gender of your kid.
Oh, I love that.
You have to pay extra for that, but like
That's just
yeah,
crazy. You can
but
do that.
you can choose the
So
gender
weird.
of your child. You can you're extremely less likely to have a child born with birth defects or disabilities.
If you go through IVF.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because the science of it, they're literally picking they are
They're like choosing the sperm.
so they're fertilizing the egg itself
Okay.
outside of the body, and then
crazy.
they,
So it's not like a natural thing. They're like doing it. Okay.
you can just
that
pick.
makes sense.
You can just pick. Now the thing is that like when it comes to like picking the gender and making sure that they're doing all this other stuff, you get dangerously close to like eugenics, right? Which is
Mhm.
obviously not good.
Yeah.
Right. But I think that the problem is as well is that like there the countries that allow it and the countries that don't, and the countries that allow it are predominantly white.
Mm.
And so and again I think that you can do that,
Mhm.
right? You can select the gender, you can obviously minimize the risk of birth defects or mental disabilities or whatever it may be. You can do that, and you can do it the right way. And it's
Mhm.
obviously it's amazing, right? Like you get what you want in your family, and like
Mhm.
you can't, like your family's like the only thing you can't really pick,
Yeah,
and so like
Exactly.
I think it can be used in the right way but there are a lot of people that don't use it the right way, and they use it to be like, we want a superior child.
Yeah.
And it's like, that is tough. So we always, like, that's one of the things where it's like,
Well, in your case, it's definitely not like that.
well, no, of course not.
Especially
Of course not.
given
Of course not.
just generally how you and her are. It's
It's just
Yeah.
so crazy
and
for
also
just,
her,
like,
it's just everything, age and everything.
Oh, it's insane.
like,
Yeah, it's insane.
what?
It's so wild,
That's
honestly.
wild.
It's kind of cool, but I can also see how, like you said, how it could become a problem, and
Yeah.
how people would.
I just feel like
Misuse
sometimes
it.
at that point it's not natural.
Yeah, but I'm about to be gross.
I don't know what you're talking about.
A fly flew into my beer, but I'm not
Oh.
drinking.
Oh God!
My
Okay.
protein. It
That's
is what it is. There's
Okay.
alcohol in it, right?
We're gonna the alcohol killed it.
Yeah, no
I'm
14.
in Texas.
Yeah.
Drink it anyway. Nah, but yeah, no, it's insane. I don't think that my wife and I would like choose the gender. I don't think we would do that. I kind of like the surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, the surprise would be nice.
But like, I want a boy.
That's a lot of fun in it.
I want a boy.
What does she
Personally,
want?
she wants a girl.
That's why.
So that's the fence where it's like we
Well,
can't choose. Let's just let it happen.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, is that like
Yeah.
we want to we just want to see who wins.
Yeah,
You know,
or like the first one, don't pick, and it's like surprise, all natural way, or whatever. And then the second one, if there is a second one,
Yeah.
then you pick.
Yeah.
I think so. That's
Fair.
so. She said because she wants a girl. She said that if the first one is a boy, that she'd consider a second because she wants a girl. And at that
getting
point in
that
time, she's like, "We're doing IVF. We're selecting the gender. It's going to be a girl."
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
just like, "Okay, fair enough, right?"
Yeah.
But like, we don't get to do that the other way around. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Let's just go with it the first time, and then the second
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
y'all pick what y'all want.
But and again, you know, I'm a big proponent of, you know, their body, their choice.
No, yeah.
And so when it
Love
comes
that.
to,
You're
like,
like super
You know
feminist.
how many kids we have. Again, that's her choice. If we have kids, right, that way, you know,
Mhm.
I'll adopt. I'm fine with that too. Like, I think it's
Oh, I love that.
my kids all the same. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And you know, that love and support will still be there. But you know, we've obviously talked about this at length. So, but yeah,
I'm so excited for you though.
I'm so stoked.
Yeah, it's gonna be really, really
Yeah.
fun. October.
So
It's gonna be here
2026
before
is
you
gonna be
know
your
it.
year.
Yeah, so I'll start saving up. Catch you a flight over.
Yeah.
to
Oh, I will.
2026 is
Trust.
going to be your year.
I think I'm gonna get me, him, and Briston. We're all gonna come up there, and
Have you ever been?
I know the.
I've never been to London.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Ever.
I have to
Never
think
been to
of
Europe,
the-
period.
I have to think of the name of it. There's this cocktail bar near Victoria Station that is like underground. So it's like
Yeah.
you go, there's this one door, it looks like there's like a standard door, there's no sign or anything like that. And then you go down these steps and it's really dark. And there's this massive red door, huge.
Okay.
And when you open that up, that's what you've gone downstairs. So you're now underground and you go in and everything, because it's underground, it's really cool.
Dark and
Right?
yeah.
But it's dark, it's really dimly lit. They play like alternative music, and the cocktails there are incredible. And from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock, they do 2 for 1 on their cocktails.
Oh, period.
Yeah.
So, but they have to be the same. But you can go in and like, I want an old fashioned. I get 2 old fashioned for the price of 1. They just bring them to me, and they are so good.
Alternative like EDM and like, or like some different like
No,
some gallo dance shit.
it's a mix. To be honest with you, I think we've been in there multiple times. The last time I went in, it was more like grunge.
Okay.
So it's really like it's hard to explain, man.
I think I can picture it. It's like, for me, it reminds me of like one of those underground parties in like Paris or something.
Oh yeah, I can.
That I've always wanted to go to. I feel like it's an experience. It'd be really, really cool to do. I definitely will be visiting, Chris.
Yeah,
I
let's
hope
go.
you were prepared.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, it's a great time. Everybody that I know, I'm like, if you have a list, London has to be on that list.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. Greece is great. Spain is great. I've gotten to go to those
Greece is
two.
on my list.
Greece is on my, all,
Greece-
those, all of them are on my list. I want to travel to every fucking country.
Greece was incredibly hot. It
Was
was
it?
incredibly hot. I'm
like
talking
beating Texas heat.
without a I'm talking 113 degrees and 86% humidity.
Oof. But I bet it's still beautiful.
So what's the closest
yeah.
thing to hell?
Stop.
I bet it is really pretty though. I know it's really pretty.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that's-
these are the cocktails we got. So she got 2 porn star martinis. I got 2
Porn star martinis. Oh, that's my shit right there.
And but it is called the Cocktail Club in London.
I love that.
I have to show you.
We gotta
this.
go.
We are going to be going.
Uh,
2026. That's my year. Just like it says.
dude, it is.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can't just
yeah.
take his spotlight.
I know. I'm under a peg. You know what I mean?
This is what it looks like on the inside.
Okay, it's really cute for
And
me.
so this is really bright. Like it's much darker when you go in there. So like
Okay.
that's.
Oh yeah.
That picture was taken for the
But
very good.
to show
yeah,
that it's up.
but they have. I mean,
Love,
it's
love.
so cool. The
I
cocktails
love
are
that.
incredible. But yeah, there's a French restaurant called Côte that is insane as well. It's so good. It's really not that expensive.
I do
yeah.
hear the food's kind of ass out there. How do you feel?
Cat.
Cat. Okay.
All right, look. So
But in
British.
comparison to American.
So don't. I love me some barbecue. I love a burger. Right?
Uh-huh.
Like I love these things. Right now, obviously, like burgers are German. I think technically. But
Yeah.
like, still, right? Like a cheeseburger is like American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Love a good
Love
pizza.
Southern food. I love comfort food.
Mm-hmm.
Right. British food, like actual British food, is it's like wartime food. Okay? So
Okay.
if you look at actual British food, it's like meat, pastry, or some type of bread, a couple veggies, and a gravy. Right? Like it's like this is all the shit we have with eggs and flour and whatever we can get and put together. It's like wartime food. Right? So like yeah, I can see how certain things would be like pretty bland. They don't salt things the way that we do here.
Mm.
That's one thing. But food in general is way better. Like the quality of everything is better. The vegetables are better. But it's the multiculturalism of not just London, not just England, but Europe in general is like you get authentic versions of every single culture in that one spot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So here, it's like, if you have like Chinese food, it's like just some Chinese buffet. You know what I mean? It's like they're
Right.
all the same,
Quality
right?
over quality.
Yeah. Versus there, it's like you can get that same thing. You can have a Chinese takeout.
It's like
It's
different.
the exact same, but you can go to a real
cultures.
Chinese restaurant that cooks with like those ingredients, and it's all fresh. It's really good. You can do the same thing with Turkish food. There's like
Right.
great Turkish food, Spanish food. Like everything is all in one spot, and some of the best food I've ever had. I've eaten it ever. Ever.
Love that.
No, we've spent a pretty penny, but like you can have anything you want. Anything you want is available, and it's authentic. And that to me is why I think the food there is better, because the quality of the food is better, and you have, like I said, it's every culture all in one.
Yeah. I love that.
But yeah, like traditional British food is it's wartime food. It's World War II. This is what
World War
put
II
it together.
specific.
Yeah, dude.
Specific.
Whatever you
World War
got.
II.
Whatever
Well,
you
they
got.
were down bad in World War II.
Yeah, that's true.
But the women held that country together, man. The women did it. They took over the
They
factories.
usually do.
They took over the factories. They for entertainment, they started playing soccer. So obviously they didn't have soccer teams because all the men were on the war. So the women went and played soccer. It became more popular than the men's. The men came back and nobody went and watched their games because they were watching the women.
Wow.
They got better.
They banned it. They actually banned women's soccer.
That's fucked
The
up.
men's teams and the owners of those teams went and petitioned to ban women's soccer because nobody was going to watch that
Wow.
shit.
See, why
That's
do
crazy.
men? I just hate how
They
men.
always ruin shit.
They reversed
Yeah.
it like a while after that, but like even then, it's like it was terrible. They were like, oh, like everybody's going to watch them because the soccer teams were around factories, steel factories and stuff like that. Each factory had its own team, and so because the women were now working in these steel factories,
It was the women's team.
the women were like, why don't we play? We need to stay in shape. We need to work out. We need to get stronger. We're working in steel factories. So they started doing that on the weekends. Then they started playing each other. And that's when everybody came to
Yeah,
watch.
that's
And so the
pretty
men came back and were like, we're back. And everybody's like, no, you're good, bro.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it was great.
That's crazy. I
fucked
didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm ready to come visit you next year whenever you move because I have shit
Yes.
going on with you too this year. But next year, Save you a little spot for me, okay?
Yeah, we have the American room is what we call it. It's our guest bedroom. So
I
it's
love
gonna be
that.
like, you know what I mean? But we'll sort it out. Obviously, we're starting a family and stuff like that. We'll have to coordinate.
Of
but
course.
Yeah.
you know,
Even regardless, if
worst
you don't
case
work-
scenario, y'all pull up somewhere. I can hop on a train and meet you anywhere.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I would love to
We
stay
might
at,
land in
like, a
Essex.
really nice Airbnb there.
there's this. There's one in Leeds Castle. Not in Leeds. There's two, but Leeds Castle in. Is it Kent? It's northeast of London, but there is a bed and breakfast there, like a little hotel kind of thing or whatever, that my wife and I went and stayed at. It's real close to the White Cliffs, so
Okay.
like on the channel and stuff, they have those big White Cliffs. It's beautiful. You can walk all the way down them. There's a castle there, Leeds Castle, that you can go in and out. It's beautiful as well. It's incredible. Get some afternoon tea, little sandwiches at the castle.
Sounds so cute.
And then that little hotel, I mean, it was beautiful. It's like brass pipes. It's really old. Like they've maintained everything. They have a little pub downstairs that you can go into. They have like pub food. It's like, yeah, it's awesome. I tell you, I could put a whole fucking itinerary together for you.
Please
might hit you
send
up for
some
that.
lists, send some recommendations
Yeah,
for sure.
we'll be
100%.
doing that.
going.
We're gonna have to link up and go to London next year for sure.
Totally.
Well, we've gotten to many gigs and many gags today.
Lots of
It
great
was a
topics.
pleasure having guest on.
Thank
Greg.
you. Thank you, bro.
Greg,
Appreciate you.
appreciate you
What?
very
For
much.
coming
Letting
and
me
sharing.
yak for a while.
I love
appreciate it.
that. I was like really waiting for you to come on and for me to like take a seat back and not just
I know.
let
so
you go on and on. I was really excited about that.
For sure.
I
Actually.
was really excited just because I already know you have like a very special, fun story to talk about.
Yeah, you got a.
Yeah.
I feel like you've got a really great life.
Yeah.
A cool, really distinct niche one as well.
I'm a very fortunate person.
And it's crazy that
Yeah.
you're here in Denison.
Yeah.
It is wild.
Unfortunate, but I did get to meet you guys, and that's great.
He said the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's also moving away soon.
No.
So,
Yeah.
but
No,
That's
it's
not
been great. I'm glad we were obviously able to get together and stuff.
Yeah.
Have you again, maybe in London
yes,
Hell
that'd be
yeah.
so fucking cool.
next season.
100%.
Next
Yeah,
time.
season 2,
Absolutely.
round
Well,
2 with
let's
Greg.
go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you to Greg
Listening.
for having us.
Yes, cue another clap track. It will be cute.
Oh, well, yeah.
Go ahead and give us a like, a share, a
Subscribe.
comment,
100%.
follow,
Comments, you know
subscribe to us.
what to do.
Fuck.
Yes.
But we love you all. See you all next week.
Thank you.
Peace out.
Bye. My watch did die, so I'm gonna have to get up there and end it. Fuck.